Oh, BNV 21.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, right? We're in different places.
Wherever we are. Welcome back to BNV 21. We just want to start today off right, bringing you good energy, good vibes.
We hope y'all are well rested. We know we had a
key.
late night last night, so please eat your granola, drink your orange juice, breathe a little bit. I hope you were able to bask in your showers and get your energies correct for today.
Or if coffee is your thing, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad. I don't indulge, but do you? Boo. We just want to just bring good vibes. It's been such a great festival thus far, and it's all because of you. Folks who are on the live stream, thank you. Folks who are in this virtual space with us, thank you. It's been great so far.
Absolutely.
But we would be amiss if we did not start today off right, just acknowledging and affirming where we are and to who we do owe much. So us out in the studio, production team, Darius and I are in person on the ancestral homeland of the Ramatish Ohlone people, who were the first folks who lived on this land known as the San Francisco Peninsula. And they did not cede this land to anyone. They did not hand it over peacefully. It was only as a result of white supremacy and some bogus-ish that this land is no longer considered theirs, but we will always consider it those folks. So shout out to the Ramatish Ohlone folks. And I strongly encourage you to find out. It's amazing knowledge, important to know who were the first peoples who lived on the land that you call home, and pay respect to those folks. Ashe.
But before we jump into the rest of our morning segment, I want everybody to have a breather, right? Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Do it with me again. Take a deep breath in. Positivity, inhale. Exhale. Any BS that was lingering in your lungs, we're going to throw it out and not even look for it anymore. Mm-mm. Cool? So I have the esteemed privilege to bring up two amazing women. Y'all.
You might see them on your screens in a minute.
You might.
And they might be matching. They might be looking gorgeous.
They are phenomenal. They have been holding down everything slam, everything bout, all the questions, all the glitches, anything that has happened in our slam. These two phenomenal women have jumped to the occasion. So we want to thank and center them absolutely for all their hard work. So coming up to the screen, production, and all our beautiful people at home. Yes, applauso. Let me see those reactions. Make some noise for our slam coordinators, Ashlee, Burnett, and Danielle Horton. Make some noise.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for staying with us, for being a part of this year's festival. So as you know, I am Ashlee Burnett, and I'm the slam coordinator. I am from Trinidad and Tobago.
And my name is Danielle Horton. I am from Flint, Michigan, and I'm the assistant slam coordinator.
Yeah. And so we've been working really hard with you, with the coaches, with the teams leading up to this festival. And, this is very, very different from what we're accustomed to. Being in person, having way more teams than we currently have, being a part of the slam. And, that really did not stop us from reaching the youth, centering the community, and continuing to grow this BNV community with you. And, we really chose to center the experiences of the community to see, how would they want this slam structured, thinking about the fact that we're in a pandemic and the social climate in many parts of the world, it's, quite dire. And there's a lot of things that we are doing in our communities too, to ensure that there is some sort of rest and cohesiveness and peace and kindness that we ourselves extend to each other. And so what we did, we made sure to have the steering committee, and we worked with the coaches, with past youth, consulted with them to see, how can we make this space meaningful? How can we ensure that the youth, the voices of the youth, is centered in all of this work? Because we can't do this work and not center the youth if it is youth work. And so we had the steering committees, we sent emails and surveys, we had so many meetings to see how can we make this yours, because it's not ours. This is, ours, it's yours, it's everyone's, every one of us. And so the main thing is trying to de-emphasize Islam. We know that BNV, a huge part of it is Islam, but BNV is not exactly the Islam. Islam is just a component. And so what was suggested by coaches and attendees at that steering committee was to not have quarterfinals for this year's festival. And so we were able to only host the semis, which was definitely reduced because, usually you get to Islam multiple times, and so the consensus of all of the teams that were competing was to have, that no quarterfinals, having a meet and greet, which some of you were a part of. And that really allowed for people to meet each other, to hear each other's poems, and to build that community and, extend that network. And it's important for us, as people who are engaged in youth work, as young people who are also, beneficiaries of that work and do the work in their own right, to not feel the pressure of Islam, but to remember Danielle always says it, the point is the poem. Not about the scores. And so Brave New Voices intends to bring youth together for shared expression. And we don't need a competitive slam to do that. So you will get other opportunities today and tomorrow to really center that. And we hope that you're loving the slam so far. Thank you for staying up with us last night. Listen, I know some of you all, especially yes, so late. We like on Eastern Standard Time, we went to bed close to 3 a.m., right? And so
but we bought that life. We bought that life though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we worked really, like Ashlee said, really, really hard to de-emphasize the slam. So it was 13 teams. We all made it to semis, right? And that was a huge part in, just making it more about community. So we focused on having a huge poet huddle right before the slam began, right? So we get hyped for everybody. We was on team clap for everybody, putting emojis in the chats, and we was really trying to make sure that y'all knew the point is not the point. The point is the poetry. Okay, it's here, but the point is the poetry. And like Ashlee said, it's a whole bunch of other opportunities. We got scholarships. Okay, we got town halls. Okay, we got so much stuff here for y'all to just build community and learn from each other, right? This is an international poetry festival. International. You speaking from people all over the world, okay? Virtually. So we really wanted to make this space for y'all. And for me personally, it was literally the spirit of BNV, not necessarily the slam, but it was the spirit. It was going to those town halls that made me want to bring that back to my city, right? It's like, I'm from Flit, and being able to talk with people from all over and build with them and learn that I'm not alone in anything that I'm going through. I'm bringing this with me, okay? And BNV is what nurtured my metamorphosis, right? So we really hope this space has done that for you.
And for teams that if you did not make it to the finals, that is okay. It's just another opportunity to perform, but you will get another opportunity to perform at Best of BNV, which is happening tomorrow. And so after we do the announcement, we will be reaching out to you so that you can showcase your poems one more time before the festival wraps. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna kick it back to the festival directors, and then we have something special.
Thank y'all.
Thank you so much to our
goodness.
slam coordinators, Danielle and Ashlee. We're going to kick it back to them in just a moment. So y'all going to see more from them. Cydney, what we got coming up?
We wanted to remind you all of a little bit of housekeeping business. Y'all have been doing a great job accessing and using the decompression spaces. Shout out to Paige Palmer and the mental health volunteers. We are super excited about y'all utilizing that resource and just remembering that to center your emotional and mental health through all of this. Just super excited about that. So please keep using those rooms as needed.
Absolutely. It is a click away on your home screens in the Oye platform. Shout out to production for finding this platform and teaching us how to use it, because it is next level We are
Yes.
living in 2052, led by our production team.
Spy Kids.
So absolutely,
Spy
Spy Kids,
We're Spy
absolutely. So thank y'all for the platform. Shout out to our ASL interpreters, Shonda and Ashley. Thank y'all so much for jumping on and kicking it with us here at Brave New Voices this year. Shout out to y'all. And also, we wanted to remind y'all about the events today, right? First up, we have Curiosity and the Berry Ball. Who's going to come turn some looks? Who's going to come turn and serve some face? You're also going to hear from the amazing Andrew Wilson, right? Who is the designer of these beautiful hats we're wearing. Boom. Hashtag fruit by Andrew Wilson. And guess what? They're reversible. Boom.
Wow.
A new look, a new color. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Boom.
I thought that was supposed to be inside the whole time.
And it's within theme. Black, white, and a hint of red. Cruella. Come tonight. You're going to get your absolute life. So, directly after Curiosity, we have MC Olympics, y'all. So all of our best poets that love hitting it to the beat, all of y'all are going to come together and we're going to have our MC Olympics. It is one of my favorite events at Brave New Voices. We can get to hear some of our MCs just spit. Now, I spit yesterday, so I ain't going to spit again today. If Cydney wants to, she can.
Absolutely not.
Not? Okay, cool. So, Curiosity and the Berry Ball, MC Olympics tonight. Make sure y'all come through. Hashtag fruit. Grab you some of this amazing, amazing fashion here. We serving it?
Yes.
Yeah, you get to wear it any type of way that you kind of want.
Precisely. And what happens after all of that? Is there like this important
There's something else happening tonight.
It's like this huge
I don't know if it's more important than Curiosity and MCO.
Nothing could possibly be top.
Absolutely. But I think we have our Grand Slam Finals. Ooh.
Start tonight.
Starting tonight.
Yes. And we have an esteemed panel of judges that are, first and foremost, super excited to hear y'all's poetry. As we reached out to these folks, they were like, me? You want me to judge the youth? Okay.
They were like, I am in.
And that made us super excited. So tonight, Grand Slam Finals, 6 p.m. Pacific. You definitely want to tune into the show.
MC by Jamin Hill and our amazing, amazing Cat McGill. Y'all are in for a good show tonight. I promise you. So make sure y'all tune in. Share the YouTube stream link to all your friends, families, auntie, cousin, Kwee, Bobo, and all them. We want all of them to be a part of this
Particularly
festival.
Bobo.
Particularly Bobo.
And before all of that, those amazing events that Darius just mentioned, immediately after this, we're going to have a little interlude. So gather yourself after you hear the teams that are advancing, right? Have a little snackage, if you will. And we're going to have our Brave New Leaders workshop for the educators, for the folks who want to build curriculum and transform the minds of the youth. That could be you. It is you. And we are also going to have Future of Poetry panel led by our own future core, Jax Neal. So it doesn't even just start
with Jax got some people coming too. Brandon Leak, winner of America's Got Talent.
Okay.
Sekou Andrews.
You're right.
Amazing Grammy Award winning.
That panel's not to
Jessica Salgado. Come on, y'all. The math is starting to math at this panel. So you need to make sure you are there.
Yes.
Please.
It's going to be great.
Yes.
So please attend Brave New Leaders, the panel, and also the amazing jam-packed, crazy, great events tonight, Curiosity, MCO, and Grand Slam Finals. It is a jam-packed day, but only because the youth made it so. So thank y'all so much.
Yes. And you were right, sitting right after the panel, there is two Future Core led sessions.
Oh, true.
Youth only. So make sure y'all tap into that
Internal.
right after as well.
So if you have a registration to the festival, make sure you check your email, check your Insider's Guide. All that information is in there to navigate, but the schedule's also already uploaded to your OEA platform. Couldn't make it easier for y'all.
And if you get lost and are confused, Future Core is all here to serve all of you, right? So utilize your Future Core ambassador, ask them any question that you may have. Hey, what is Curiosity? Boom, they're gonna let you know. So we're gonna kick it back to our Slam coordinators, Ashlee and Danielle. Thank y'all so much for y'all time. Thank y'all for rocking with us here at Brave New Voices for another year virtually. Hopefully we're in person next year, able to hit some stages. I know we missed that. We miss being together. But until we can practice this festival safely, we continue to offer in this platform. So thank y'all again for your time, love, energy, patience, fierceness, all that. Back to you, Ashlee, Danny.
Hi, y'all. So remember that surprise I mentioned. So I have the esteemed pleasure And when I say esteemed pleasure, it is not in the, typical sense. It's honestly my pleasure because it's just been such a joy to work with this person. They're brilliant, kind, and everything, right? So we have a performance that's going to be by Danielle Horton, the assistant slam coordinator. And she's a writer, a poet, a workshop facilitator, and activist. She's also a Flint, Michigan native. She believes in the power of creative storytelling and its ability to transform hearts, assist in one's healing process, and foster meaningful exchange and dialogue across society's most pressing issues. A graduate of Central Michigan University, she has earned her bachelor's degree in communication with double minors actually in theater and entrepreneurship. As a McNair scholar, she has been able to research arts and prison reform, in which she was able to conduct creative writing workshops and interviews at a correctional facility. Really, really important work, right? She enjoys creating spaces where people can come together and share who they are via their craft. And as this year's festival, Danielle serves as the assistant slam coordinator. Living passionately and authentically, she inspires others to do the same. And y'all, and last but not least, you are able to purchase Danielle's first book of poetry titled Get Free. And you can find this via her website at www.poetry. And look, y'all, here you go, poetrybynell.com, right? I'm going to type it in the chat so that y'all can get her book. Danielle, over to you.
Thank you, Ashlee. My mama always told me I was beautiful. Say my smile, big, cheeks full of buoyancy, skin soft as baby, reminded me of my intelligence every day. Say I get it from her. Looks me up and down, say I look more and more like her the older I get. But today I looked in the mirror and saw an abandoned city. I couldn't see the value in it anymore. Like the world done sucked all the life out of me. Society has a way of doing that. We'll be your best friend one day and your worst enemy the next. To my future daughter, I apologize, but there may be days when I am unable to be your bulletproof vest. Society may get to you sooner than I can. It won't always know how to appreciate your mahogany rich skin will remind you through music, movies, the news, that this world is better off without you. That will tell you that your refusal to back down is arrogance, is loud, is aggressive, not courageous or bold. That will tell you that your God-given curves are a curse, will label you exotic, and in the same breath, praise the Kardashians. They will look at your hair as unprofessional, will say that it is too big, that there is too much kink. Understand, their character has always been full of kinks. They will reduce you to a sliver in the beauty aisle, or no aisle at all, but know that your hair is still beautiful, that you are still beautiful. To my future daughter, I apologize, but there may be days when I am unable to be your bulletproof vest. Society may pull the trigger sooner than I can get to you. Sandra Bland you, Renisha McBride you will question what justice looks like. If it shares your skin, if it has your hair, or if its voice is just a whisper. I hope my voice never becomes a whisper. I hope you remember every I love you I ever give, every hug and joke we ever share. I hope you remember how proud I am when I say you get your looks from me. I hope you never have to look in the mirror and see an abandoned city. To my future daughter, society's love will be inconsistent, but mine will not. To you are my favorite word, my favorite phrase, song, and poem. And though society may not remind you like a failed alarm, a broken clock. Time allows for change, for even the most tattered to become new again, the most bitter to become sweet, and I'll be with you through it all, the evolution of society, the revolution you find within yourself until you make home in your reflection. Call it majestic, call it unbreakable, call it you. Fall in love with all of you until that abandoned city becomes full of life, full of hope. And you remember that you have always been and always will be enough. Thank y'all.
Wow. Listen, this, Danielle, thank you. Judging from the reactions and just knowing everyone is just so grateful for this poem, and I am grateful for this poem. I teared up, my paws raised, and this was everything. Thank you for being so affirming to us, to everyone. Oh, thank you, Danielle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, for the emotions, good emotions. But before we get into the results, I just wanna, echo. This space is so pure. This community that we've been able to create with each other, it's everything. And I just wanna, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you to the entire Brave New Voices team for creating this space for us all. It's everything, it's definitely transformed me, and every year that I am able to be a part of it, it's definitely, transformational. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, for the moment that everyone, this entire thing is a moment. So for this moment, in a moment that we have all been waiting for, who is going to finals? Who knows? Do you know, Danielle?
I got an idea.
Right? So I'm going to pass it to Danielle to give you the first two. And then I'm going to do one, and then we're gonna make it happen.
All right. All right. My dog is going crazy in the other room. He is feeling the spirit of BNV as well. So in no particular order, I'm just saying one team. Hampton Roads, baby.
Give it up to Hampton Roads. The next team that is going to finals is Do More Baltimore.
All right. Up next, we got
St. Louis. And our fourth and final team that will be going to this year's grand finals of the Brave New Voices International Poetry Slam is Run DSM, Team Des Moines.
Hey.
So finals takes place tonight. You saw it 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Teams that have been announced are going to finals. If you have pre-recorded videos, please drop it in the box. I'll be following up with an email so you have everything that you need. Teams that will be calibrating and will be featured, please also look out for your email. We're going to be sending. So congratulations to everyone. And for the teams that did not make it to finals, that's okay. That is okay, right? This is another time to perform, and you will get to perform at Best of BNV. So stay tuned to your email. Love y'all and thank y'all. Congratulations again, everyone.
Nice. Get it.
como chile, sal y limón. Que me des tu corazón. Que lo como chile, sal y limón. Nada me pertenece, mi amor. Nada me pertenece, mi amor. Te doy mi mano vacía, mamá. Te doy mi mano vacía, papá. Te doy mi corazón roto, mamá. Te doy mi corazón roto, papá. Y a mi hermana dejo mi son. Y a mi hermana dejo mi son. Y a mi hermana dejo mi son. Soy ojo de chubasco. Soy ojo de chubasco, mi amor. Soy ojo de chubasco. Soy ojo de chubasco, mi amor. Cada quien que me ama, mamá. Cada quien que me ama, papá. Cada quien que me toca, mamá. Cada quien que me toca, papá. Pierde su cuerpo, su alma y su ser. Pierde su cuerpo, su alma y su ser. Pierde su cuerpo, su alma y su ser. Pertenezco a la muerte, mamá. Pertenezco a la muerte. Pertenezco a la muerte, papá. Por eso no doy caricia, mi amor. En vez te doy cicatrices, mi amor. Lluvia sin cielo, diablo sin Dios. Lluvia sin cielo, diablo sin Dios. Lluvia sin cielo, diablo sin Dios. Sueño con tu regreso. Sueño con tu regreso, mi amor. Sueño con tu regreso. Sueño con tu regreso, mi amor. Cuento días que existo sin ti. Cuento días que existo sin ti. Mi vidita plácido y feliz. Mi vidita plácido y feliz. Y pido a Dios que no volverás. Y pido a Dios que tú volverás. Que me des tu corazón. Que lo como chile, sal y limón. Que me des tu corazón. Que lo como chile, sal y limón. Hazte chulito, déjame aconsejar. No te tires al agua sin saber nadar. Te ves tan rico, si me anima. Te verte boca abierta y no oíste nada. Te verte boca abierta y no oíste nada. Te verte boca abierta y no oíste nada. Abre esa boquita que tienes. Con la boca abierta. Nada me pertenece. Nada me pertenece, mi amor. Nada me pertenece. Nada me pertenece, mi amor. Te doy mi mano vacía, mamá. Te doy mi mano vacía, papá. Te doy mi corazón roto, mamá. Te doy mi corazón roto, papá. Y a mi hermana dejo mi son. 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 Que me des tu corazón. Que lo como chile, sal y limón. Que me des tu corazón. Que lo como chile, sal y limón. Hazte chulito, déjame aconsejar. No te tires al agua sin saber nadar. Te ves tan rico, si me anima. Te verte boca abierta y no oíste nada. Te verte boca abierta y no oíste nada. Te verte boca abierta y no oíste nada. La vida si amor me cuesta. La feria viene y se va. Que me queda en el bolsillo. Lo gasto en chela.